with the disclaimer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, 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 what's good, people? It's currently 8 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time. It's your boy, Fadlan, aka Ninja T, with my co-founders and co-hosts, Mr. Harding and Keeson Rigg. Welcome to another amazing episode of The Game, which is a complimentary financial literacy webinar where we cover everything stocks, crypto, live technical analysis, deep dive into reports, and occasionally we have some really cool industry players and founders as special guests. If you'd like to join this free weekly webinar, which we've been doing since 2020, click in the blockchain, go to instagram.com/blockchain sensei, give us a follow over there, or go to twitter.com/blockchain sen. You know what's funny? They call it X now, but the URL is still Twitter. So yeah, so click on our Instagram, click on our link tree, and then click the top link here, the Game and NFT Friday Zoom link, same Zoom link since 2020, though we might change it soon. Alternatively, catch the replays at youtube.com/blockchain sensei. Like, comment, subscribe. We have over 250 replays out now, 256 mind you, and you'll find hundreds of hours of free financial literacy information. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Before getting started in today's episode, where we'll be diving into the Coinbase institutional crypto report that was released very recently in June 2023, there is an important disclaimer which we must make. All content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only, and it should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, or place any trades. There's a very important word which you must do. So please always do your own what, guys?
Research.
Yes, sir. Our content is intended and should only be used for informational use only. It is very important to do your own analysis, do your own research before making any investments, which should be based on your own individual financial circumstances. Please always pay your bills. Please always pay your child support. Please always pay your credit cards before making any investments or trades. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor. Mr. Harding, Keish, Dubham, Michael, do we have any financial advisors in this room? We might do, because we've got some new faces. Abel, are you a financial advisor? If there's any financial advisors, let us know, or forever hold your peace. No? All right, never mind. Maybe one day we'll have a financial advisor in here. Alternatively, independently research and verify all and any information you may find in our show that you may wish to rely upon, whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise. All investments come with another important R word. And what's that, guys?
Risk.
That exactly. So please always do your own research. Risk and research. 2 R's. Now, myself, Michael Harding, Alex Codlin, Abel, Keish, Dubham, Michael, Arisha, anybody in this Zoom, as far as we're aware, are financial advisors. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited financial advisors. So if you're unable to mitigate your risk, let us know by emailing us at hello@blockchainsensei.com for a financial advisor, or comment on one of our IG posts and say, I need a financial advisor, or tweet us or X us. I don't know what the correct term is now. I don't know what the verb is, because is it Twitter or is it X? X us or tweet us at blockchain sen for a financial advisor, and we'll refer you to an accredited financial advisor. So let's get into the juicy Coinbase report.
Wait, Ninja, hold on. Before the
information.
Before the juicy, I just wanted to add that we actually have had a financial advisor on our show previously.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, exactly that. We don't
have one today. We are actually working in partnership with Charlie Loco of St. James's Place. We're also working with Victoria Navarro and also with Emmanuel Ascuo, you might have seen on TV. But let's get into this episode, because we've got to shoot pretty early today. So let's get into it. Ninja, I've uploaded it onto the drive. Let me check it from my end, see if I can get it. Bear with us
The
a second.
Gmail drive or Hello Drive?
Onto the Hello Drive. I'm loading it up though. So this report, let's just give some context first. If you don't know who Coinbase is and you're in crypto, wow. If you don't know who Coinbase is and you're not in crypto, well, Coinbase have a very dangerous monopoly, a crazy monopoly on access to crypto in America. So much so that after FTX disappearing, they're pretty much the number one place to buy crypto in the whole of the United States. If you didn't know, they are backed by what we would class as a Leviathan. What is a Leviathan? It's something of obscene size. So let's just go to the Leviathan. They are a company called BlackRock. So let's just see top asset management firms, and let's just understand who BlackRock are. So BlackRock, if you didn't know, have 9 trillion of assets under management, and they have a partnership with Coinbase for asset management in the digital space for crypto. So let's just take 10% of that going into Coinbase. That would be 900 billion worth of assets going into Coinbase. Let's just say it wasn't 900 billion. Let's say it was just 1% of the trillion. That would be 90 billion of assets going into Coinbase. Let's just say it was 0.1%. That would still be 9 billion of assets going into Coinbase. So are BlackRock in a position where they could put 9 billion worth of assets into Coinbase? Potentially.
Yeah.
Would that change the stock levels and the potential intrinsic value of Coinbase? Potentially. What's the other little known fact, Ninja, about Coinbase that most people don't know?
So this was quoted by a Coinbase representative / employee / shareholder in Congress, which you can find if you go to YouTube and are nerdy enough to watch the I think 4 or 5 hours that they were in court. But yeah, so Coinbase own about 11 to 14% of all major cryptos as of 2022 in the top 100 / 200.
What's the important thing about where they've got them?
98% of their crypto is in cold storage, which means it's very safe, to say the least.
Yeah. So they're in a great position. Now, another thing that people don't quite know, I'm gonna just tweet this off our page, and I'm gonna get you to share it, Ninja, in a second before we get into the report, because I think it's important that we give a bit of context. BlackRock are about to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. And there's been a race to get this spot Bitcoin ETF, because it would mean that every time the price moves, BlackRock actually have to buy Bitcoin and sell Bitcoin because it's a spot ETF. So what this also means is that guess which platform or which company they've decided to buy that crypto through. Can anyone take a guess which platform? Go on, type in chat if you can guess which platform BlackRock are buying their crypto through. Go on, someone type it in chat. It's not rocket science. Oh yeah, Coinbase, that's the answer. So let's say BlackRock decide to buy £1 billion worth of crypto through Coinbase. Coinbase obviously charge a fee, don't they? And every time they're charging that fee, what's happening? That's going back and getting split amongst the shareholders. Who are one of the major shareholders? Oh yeah, BlackRock. Look at that. They're getting paid to buy from themselves. Insane. One of the best moves I've ever seen in the game. So I've just tweeted that image. Ninja, if you can go to, oh, actually, I might be able to do it from my end. Actually, yeah, you do it from your screen because I don't want to lose the report.
All right, no worries. Is that our Twitter, did you say?
Yep.
Oh, dang. I'm going to find it hard to call this X.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
Well,
Okay.
well.
So yeah, let's just read this. BlackRock wasn't the only Bitcoin ETF hopeful to turn to Coinbase. So it's not just BlackRock that are going to be using Coinbase. It's also Fidelity and Van Eck and ARK Invest. So that's not even $1 billion company trying to buy crypto through Coinbase. That is several of them. So if this ETF gets approved and then all these other companies get approved to get their ETFs, what do you think the fees that they're going to make on people trading Bitcoin is going to be insane?
Hey.
So let's get into the report. I'll do that from my end now. I hope that's given a bit of context before we go into what's happening with these institutions. So, executive summary. More than half, 52% of the Fortune 100 have pursued crypto, blockchain, or Web3 initiatives since the start of 2020. When we first started looking at Coinbase, they originally only had 300 institutional companies buying crypto, which we was impressed with when it was 300. That then, after a space of a year, grew to 5,000 companies were buying crypto through Coinbase. The growth of 300 to 5,000 in the space of a year, and nobody cares, and everyone is saying that Coinbase is dead. You're just not reading the reports. You just don't understand what's actually going on here. And now they've reported that 52% of the Fortune 100 are buying crypto. Very interesting. About 60% of the Fortune 100 have reported since 2022 that they're about to launch or they're in early stages of releasing a crypto project. About 83% of the Fortune 500 executives are familiar with cryptocurrency and blockchain and say their companies either have current initiatives or are planning them. 83% of the Fortune 500. Does anyone want to do the maths of 83% of 500?
I'll do it right now. 415.
415 companies of the Fortune 500 are about to or are currently invested in crypto. Now, we might not know what we're talking about, but I'm pretty sure all of the C-suite execs of the entire Fortune 500 companies might know what they're talking about and might be doing the right thing. Don't listen to me. I'm just putting out the facts. So a quarterly breakdown of initiatives by stage. We can see here people that were in the testing stage and development stage in Q1 2020. And we can see now 70% are publicly launched and there's only 10% left to go. So these companies are on the world's largest and best known and are innovating and investing in these technologies because they know that our century-old global financial system needs updating. Yep. So key findings through research into US Fortune 500, America's growing embrace of crypto and blockchain and Web3 is what's driving it. Tech, financial services, and retail account for most initiatives, 75% undertaken by Fortune 100 companies. The 10 companies with the highest number of initiatives consists of 4 of the largest tech companies, 4 of the largest banks, a retail giant, and a beverage colossus. So, your homework here is to find out who these players are. That's your homework. I can tell you one of them. Oh yeah, BlackRock. Oh yeah, JP Morgan. Oh yeah, Amazon. There you go. That's half of them already. Oh yeah, Tesla. Oh yeah, that's another one. So Fortune 100 companies have made 109 private venture capital investments across 80 crypto blockchain startups since 2017. So if you're going to VCs for money, we can kind of see that now corporations are just starting their own venture arms because it just makes more sense for them to do that. And who would you rather get acquired by? or invested in by Amazon, Nike, even Heinz, or some random VC that doesn't care about you. And it's so we can see the world is changing. Cool. So among crypto blockchain, where 500 executives surveyed, similar percentages expect that their competitors will boost investment in the next 2 years. So if they're boosting their investment in the next 2 years, and this is coming from the Fortune 500, what do we expect to happen to the crypto market? What do we expect to happen to a lot of altcoins? Probably going to go up. So blockchain is the heart of corporate innovation, data collection management, and the focus of planned initiatives among Fortune 400, 500, with 77% of surveyed executives agreeing that blockchain could help them make the financial system work better for everyone. So the one thing holding people back, well, not one, the major thing, as we can see here, 92% agree that policymakers should develop new rules for these new technologies instead of enforcing old rules developed for older technologies. So the moment that there is a legal framework, 92% of the Fortune 500 are ready to go in. So that's that. So the concerns about the competitiveness is that if the US isn't involved in crypto, and this is why I keep saying, whether they like it or not, the US have to get in crypto and have to adopt and pass regulation, because there will be over 1 million Web3 developer jobs and 3 million crypto-related jobs that will go to other countries if America are not on board with blockchain.
But they're already on board. They're already in crypto. They already made the CBDC.
So they're already involved, but yeah, if they try and go, we're not involved in blockchain, it's only our CBDC, they're going to lose out too much money, and they don't want to do that. So an investment overseas, even as 73% of the Fortune 500 executives say that for crypto, blockchain, or Web3 initiatives, their company would prefer working with a US-based partner than outsourcing overseas, which makes complete sense. So the two tech revolutions. So obviously AI is one of the big revolutions that we're seeing. And IBM's leadership in the volume of Web3 initiatives in the context is planned to replace nearly 8,000 jobs with AI, or Microsoft's high volume, given its reported 13 billion investment in OpenAI. 63% of surveyed crypto blockchain aware Fortune 500 executives say that Web3 technologies are pivotal for business, similar to AI and the future of the internet. So this report, this bit of research here, is the type of companies getting involved, as we can, that have been building out projects. As you can see, we're getting a lot of financial services, a little bit in retail, but I think what will happen is people will notice that it's here when the retail side spikes up, because people don't really understand the technology companies. They don't really care about the financial services. People don't really care about healthcare. Let's be honest. They don't. But when things are in retail, when it's the Louis Vuitton coin or the Louis Vuitton NFT, or when it's the Nike NFT, trust me, people will care. So, and all of a sudden it'll become cool and it'll become credible. So watch out for that. We're just waiting for one up there. Don't think anyone noticed what I did there. One day they will. Anyway, concern about staying ahead of the competition is the main reason why people are getting involved. They say working on crypto and blockchain and Web3 initiatives because the technology enables efficiencies, and their own top sources for learning about these technologies are industry reports, which we read pretty much all of them, and you can watch them all broken down like this on past episodes, industry events, and then news coverage. That's where the top execs are getting their information from. So among the Fortune 100 companies, tech, financial services, and most recently retail have led Web3 adoption since the start of the decade. The top 10 Fortune 100 brands in volume of Web3 initiatives are: number 1, IBM has the most money in Web3, apparently, according to this. Number 2, Alphabet has the second largest amount of money in Web3. Number 3, Microsoft. Number 4, Goldman Sachs. Number 5, JP Morgan. Number 6, Chase, Amazon, Citigroup, Coca-Cola, Nike, and Bank of America. Now, I don't know if your portfolio has any of these things. This is not financial advice, but you may want to put them on your watch list at least and do a bit of a deep dive and read their earnings reports and find out what the hell's going on. Because we all know Amazon's NFT platform is going to murk it. We've already seen Nike's already start to murk it. So, yeah. And I've been saying it for ages. Google are going to release a wallet just like Google Drive. And when that happens, and people can send crypto and NFTs to their Google Drive or to their email address, it's over. Doors are open. That's it. Because the biggest problem in the space right now is it's too complicated for people. So this is where it gets even more interesting. Within tech, there are differences between the companies leading in Web3 initiatives versus companies leading in Web3 patents filed. The top tech brands with the most patents filed: IBM, Alphabet, otherwise known as Google, Microsoft, and Amazon are in the top 10 for active initiatives. Whereas for patents, you have IBM, Microsoft, HP, Oracle, Intel, Cisco, and Dell. So, yeah, go and have a look into what patents they've got if you know how to do that. We've shown you how to search what patents a company's got on past episodes. Go and use whale wisdom. So some quieter sectors have their outliers. For example, the insurance industry has a few companies that are getting into Web3, and the main one is Mass Mutual and State Farm. So this is where the Fortune 500 executives are putting their money into blockchain infrastructure, like real world asset things. We've done several we did a whole episode breaking down the blockchain infrastructure projects that BlackRock are getting into. It's out there. Go watch it. If that's not going to tell you the crypto plays that you should be paying attention to, I don't know what will. Then we can see that data collection and management, payments and settlements. And I'm going to make this even easier for you to go and do your research on the type of projects that you might want to be looking at. You would go on CoinMarketCap.
We're seeing one page at the moment.
Oh, say that again.
You might have to reshare, I think.
Reshare. So what you do is you go onto CoinMarketCap, like so, and you would click categories. And then you can see all the different categories: education, interoperability, research, smart contracts. So then you would go to what the institutions are investing in. So supply chain and payments are quite high up. So then what we would do is we would look for supply chain or payments, see what we can find. Supply chain and payments. There's a few categories in this space. There's definitely a supply chain one, because that's what VeChain's in. Oh, bloody hell. They've added some new categories.
And Control F and then search supply.
Can you do that? Or logistics. So Control F. Control F. No, it's not gonna do it. Okay, let's go for one that's also there. Scaling. Well, scaling is infrastructure, so we'll just go with that for now. But yeah, you get the drift of what I'm saying. So these are the top projects for scaling. So you would go and look at these and do your research on them. And even better, we've done research for you on some of them, like Polygon, like Arbitrum, like Phantom, like Render, like Oasis. Congratulations to everyone that 2 years ago when we was talking about Render has made incredible gains during this bear market. Congratulations to you all. Cool. So I hope everyone gets the gist of what you should be looking for on CoinMarketCap instead of buying things willy-nilly. Okay, cool. So where are we? Blockchain infrastructure that supports a blockchain network is taking up 52% of institutional money. Collections and payments, 48%. Fortune 500 company CEOs are saying that 77% say blockchain would help make the financial system work better for everybody. Within the financial services sector, initiatives are skewed heavily towards payments, followed by development of crypto trading products and tokenization. So, top NFT collections released by a major company. We already know about the Nike ones. We've got our Nike ones. We've done an episode on the Nike NFTs. You can now 3D print your Nike NFT that you had if you got access to a 3D printer. Congratulations on you. Then we've got the Time Magazine one. I haven't got that. Dolce & Gabbana one. I haven't got that. Adidas, haven't got that one. The Bud Light one I've got. Nickelodeon one I've got. But being as these are super brands and these are their first NFTs, I would highly recommend do your own research. And in this super bear market, you might want to collect the first ever NFT dropped by Adidas. It might be worth something in several years' time. Just like the first ever Adidas basketball trainer that was worn in the NBA. Probably worth a lot of money now. But that's all speculative. Do your own research. Most of these you can probably get for free, to be fair, sometimes. So yeah, just the facts are all there. Anyway, so payments across 199,347 transactions. Fortune 100 companies together have accumulated royalty revenue of approximately 101.3 million from 118,000 customers. Collections linked to Fortune 100 companies have generated substantial secondary market volume exceeding 1.6 billion. 1.6 billion was generated from secondary resales from these NFTs. So yeah, just remember that. Can someone research how much the trainer resale market is currently worth? What it does in billions volume. Someone find that out for us, please. And let's compare it. Cool. So things that have happened in the last year showing that institutions are heavily involved. JP Morgan Chase completes his first ever DeFi transaction on the public blockchain. We covered that here last November, 2022. That was
okay. So to just to answer you, global sneaker resale market was estimated at $10.6 billion in 2022.
So already we're doing 10% of the entire trade.
Go down. Because I want to tell you something else. Up. Back to where you was. You see that first bullet point? No, down a bit. That first bullet point. Down a bit. Yeah, across let's just say 200,000. Across 200,000 transactions, Fortune 100 companies together have accumulated royalty revenue of approximately 100 million. That's only $50 per transaction because 10 million. Oh, 101 million. Not 10. Okay, so that means per transaction was $500 on average. Because 100 million divided by 200,000, that's $500 per transaction.
And how much money did these companies spend to make these digital assets in comparison to making their physical assets? How much money did they have to spend on delivery costs, distribution, so on and so forth?
Close to nothing.
What are the profit margins on selling a Nike NFT in comparison for $500 in comparison to selling a pair of Air Force Ones and having to get some kid in Cambodia or China to make them? They're probably almost the same because they're making that much profit. But anyway, it's a slight dig at Nike. Yeah. Nah, we love you, Nike. We love you. I'm joking. Phil Knight, I'm joking. Joke.
We want to work with Nike. Anyone from Sweep watching, we love you guys.
Nike actually have great factories now. So anyway, so number 2, Exxon pilots the use of excess natural gas energy to mine Bitcoin. So
way
I think we might have covered this. That energy companies are getting. We literally cover this in our lessons. Everyone we do a lesson with, we go through the ARK Invest Square Bitcoin mining white paper, where I think we started covering that in 2020, showing that energy companies were using Bitcoin mines to.
I definitely covered that as well.
Yep, you've been singing about that for time.
Yeah.
Time. Not even in 2022, before then. So we can see, are energy companies making a lot of money recently? Oh, yeah, they are. Would they want to carry on making more money? Oh, yeah, they would. Okay, interesting. Anyway, Lowe's, this is probably one of the best ones that I've seen. Lowe's uses blockchain and other technologies to combat organized crime. So Lowe's used Project Unlock, assigning unique NFTs to its power tools to create a secure, public, anonymized record of legitimate purchases of the tools to help customers make sure that they're not purchasing stolen goods, which is mad. If this starts getting implemented wide stream, it's a long day to be a crook. It's a long day. It's going to be a very long day, especially, it's just long. You're going to have a criminal record, and then the shop AI system is going to track you, figure out on the blockchain if you've got a criminal record, and you probably won't even be able to buy it or go in certain shops or get on certain forms of transport. But here is possibly the most important piece of information in this entire webinar. Let's read this twice. Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, and Deloitte partner with digital assets to launch a bespoke blockchain network. One more time. Let's just repeat that sentence. Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, and Deloitte partner to create their own blockchain network. Who else has private blockchain networks in the payments space? Ripple. Who else has one? R3Corda. Is this a competitor to those? Maybe. However, it supports interoperability. If you don't know what interoperability is, here's your quick lesson. Interoperability is the ability to communicate and work with other blockchains. So imagine Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, and Deloitte have a blockchain that can communicate and work with Ripple and R3Corda. And sync isolate.
Like working with Polkadot.
Yeah, it'd be like this is like Polkadot on crack cocaine. This is like the Polkadot of the big dogs. But I'm thinking this might be a private blockchain, unless someone would, by chance, go on to Canton Network and bring that up. Ninja, do you want to bring up the Canton Network and just do a simple Google of Canton Network whilst I carry on reading?
Yeah, sure.
The platform uses digital assets and digital assets smart contract language GAML to synchronize assets, data, and cash. Announced in May 2023, hot off the press. The initiative is meant to overcome challenges to financial institutions' adoption of blockchain, such as the need for privacy, control over data, and scalability, all while staying within regulatory and legal requirements. What was the thing that we said that the institutions are worried about? Staying within the regulatory and legal requirements. What else do they want? Privacy and control over their data and scalability. Are people going to trust, and are banks and institutions going to trust Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, and Deloitte? I think they are.
Yeah.
Are they going to trust them versus every man and his dog trying to create some kind of blockchain financial system? Yeah. Like, guys, like, yeah, the institutions are here. Like, I've been saying it for a while. Decentralization is a bit of a myth. It's pretty much like 98% a myth now. And I think there's going to be like 1 to 2% of all blockchains that will stay decentralized. I don't think the majority won't be anymore. And then lastly, Nike partners with EA Sports to integrate apparel NFTs into video games. Now, what a great acquisition that would be if Nike acquired EA Sports. That would be very interesting, wouldn't it? But anyway, in the meantime, before they do that, you can now use your NFTs in EA Sports games. So yeah, digital collectibles from FIFA. Imagine your foot team becomes a whole NFT collection, just like SoRare. Imagine that. I wonder why FIFA. Yeah, anyway. FIFA, if you didn't notice, is no longer working with EA Sports. I wonder why that was. But anyway, so the trends in investments. These are the areas that the institutions are investing in. And we can see that NFT and gaming is at 11%. Just saying. So yeah, that's some game. Ninja, you got that information on Canton?
Yes, I do. So Canton is the first open blockchain network designed with control and interoperability, I can't speak English today, needed to power synchronized financial markets. So basically the interoperability-ness or its interoperability feature is actually required for it to function, according to Canton.net, Canton.network. Why can I not speak today? Yeah.
It's calm. I'm going to show everybody the website. So this is the website. There's a white paper. We've shared the white paper with all of our developers. Our developers are surging through it at the moment. And hopefully some of our development team might get access to build on it. So this is it. Multi-asset tokenization. Yeah. Oh, is this the list of the other companies that are involved? Oh, look at that. I've accidentally shown you all the corporations that are involved in Canton Network. Oh, no.
What's that? S&P Global isn't that the top 500 US equities?
Oh, no. They're going to all be tokenized and turned into stocks legally. And they're all going to be run by Deloitte and Goldman Sachs. And Microsoft. What are the chances? And BNP.
Oh, and then you might be able to trade cryptocurrencies against stocks, which you've been saying for like 2.5 years. Maybe.
Sometimes, right, I feel like we're crazy and then things just, pan out the way that we say. Just
also, has anyone noticed that XRP market cap has exceeded BNB? XRP is not the fourth most invested in crypto. It's number 4 crypto right now.
Mad thing. But anyway, go do your own research on Canton. So Fortune 100 companies, we've read that bit already. Companies you might want to look into their portfolios: Google Ventures and Microsoft Ventures. You might want to just Google them and see what cryptos they're getting involved in, because you can expect some volume there. Because I think they've got a bit of spare cash. Something that I just want to, again, just highlight about Google that a lot of people don't mention. Google slyly are the most valuable company on the planet. Slyly. So this will probably do that thing where it starts glitching again. So when we go to companies by market cap, the other day it was showing Bank of America. Yeah. So this means that there's some shenanigans going on. This is slightly, apparently inaccurate, but who knows? But yeah, Apple's market cap is 2.6 trillion. Microsoft is 2 trillion, but Alphabet is split into 2 stocks, remember? Google and Goog. So Google gives you the voting rights. Goog doesn't give you voting rights. But if you combine those 2 together, that's 2.6 trillion. Or just a little bit over. So technically, they're more valuable than Apple. And you know the reason everyone forgets about Google? Because they own Android. Everyone forgets they own Android.
Samsung gang.
There is more Android sold than Apple devices.
And you know what? Most people in the West forget this.
Yep.
Most people in the West forget that Android is way more used than Apple. It's just that in the United Kingdom, in Europe and North America, USA and Canada, Apple's, I think, a bit more popular.
Yep.
Which is changing.
So let's just think about this. What have Google recently announced? You start seeing the pieces come together now. Does anyone know what Google recently announced? Someone type it in chat. Let's see if anyone knows it. You could just really be easy, really cheat and just go to Google Web3 announcements on Google. Any ideas? It was something to do with the Play Store. Any ideas?
Come on, people. Come on, people. Put 2 and 2 together.
What's this?
Any ideas? Okay, I'm going to show everybody. So, what Google did is there's this thing on all Android devices. Yep, that's it. Allowed NFTs and
There you
crypto
go.
in the Play Store.
There you
So,
go.
all of the games, all of the platforms on every single Android device are now allowed to have tokenized digital assets and NFTs. Apple isn't allowing it. Apple are charging a 20 or 30% on whatever you make, whereas Google's just opened it up. So if this isn't literally lighting the base of a firework, then I just don't know. I just don't know what. I don't know what else people need to see to think if this stuff's real or important. So let's get to the end of this, because we gotta go in a bit. So Fortune 100 Web3 investors by the number of deals. As we can see, Citibank ain't playing no games with 19 deals in Web3. Goldman Sachs got 15. Google have got 18. Oh, look at that. I wonder, is Google potentially a great stock investment? I think we should do a breakdown of Google stock, because I've been calling Google stock since they did their stock split. It's currently not in our public portfolio, but I'm going to put it in the public portfolio if I can get permission from the Blockchain Sensei decision makers after we do the episode of where we break it down. We'll probably break it down in the next two weeks, because their positioning is disgusting. Because guess what platform they can use to advertise to everybody? Oh yeah, YouTube. They've got the perfect marketing machine. They've got the perfect platform. Out of everyone positioned to dominate in AI and blockchain is Google. Google got this thing on lock differently, but they're just being very, very quiet about it. So barriers to crypto, blockchain, or Web3 adoption among Fortune 500 executives is a lack of obvious return on investment, concerns about regulation eventually affecting the use cases, and the consumer isn't interested in these types of technology yet. That's what they're saying. So yeah, very interesting. So educating corporations and consumers about the benefits of investment, a lack of internal understanding of Web3 blockchain use cases of the technology itself and how to get started on Web3 initiative amounts to a significant blocker. That's what we're here for. Anyone working at any of these corporations that wants education, let us know. We've educated some of the best in the game, like Paramount, like Manchester United, like Crystal Palace. Let us know if your company would like to be educated. Did a little bit of work with Fair Trade Company. Come on, let us know if you would like us to educate your company on blockchain and how you can apply it to your company. So the findings also suggest that consumer interest is a less powerful driver, just simply because consumers don't understand how to use a digital wallet, because digital wallets are too complicated. The moment Google's digital wallet is attached to your Google Drive or to your Gmail account, then that's everybody with an Android device onboarded. That's everybody that's got a Gmail account onboarded, which is several billion people on the planet. So, So yeah, I think that's about it that I'm gonna go through, and then we're gonna quickly try and take some questions because I think, yeah, that's the whole report. So let's go and quickly take some questions. It's been a massive show. We've got 20 people on the show. Hope
Yes.
everyone enjoyed it. This is normally where people start leaving, but this is where they miss out on some of the best game. Oh yeah, the most important game we have to do is actually go and analyze Coinbase stock technically. Go and do that. So as you saw in the group, most of our community are up at least 100% on Coinbase stock. If you look back at past episodes where we showed you that we were buying and just copied what we did, that's not financial advice. You would have just been, making your own decision. So let's go and look at the Coinbase chart. Can everyone see the screen? Hopefully they can.
Yes, sir.
So currently, as of now, we are at $98, with the all-time high being 280. Oh wait, no, the all-time high is not 280. The all-time high is $429. So are we still anywhere near the all-time high? No, we have still got more or less 75% of the way to go to get back up to all-time highs. So what would that be in percentage gain? That would be at least, I can't even see it, a 200% gain from here. Based on the institutions that are involved, based on the information that I've just shown you, you make up your own mind what you think is going to happen here. Coinbase's earnings report is going to come out soon, and we're going to break that down.
Wait, is that all time high? What's that? For like 420?
Yeah, 429. That's why when
429.
Coinbase was down here at 32, we were screaming from the heavens, going, "Hello! These guys own 18% of the entire crypto market. All the institutions getting involved, and you can own its stock for $32." So yeah, congratulations to our community. Type game in chat if you found this valuable, and type game in chat in capital letters if you've invested in Coinbase since January 2023. Type game in chat. I just want to see. Alex, congratulations. Badland, congratulations. Hamdi, congratulations. Rich, congratulations. Cool. So where do I feel this is going from here? So for me, I've been saying this for a while. I feel like this entire area here has been an accumulation zone. This entire bit here has been institutions buying Coinbase stock at $31. About $31 to $72. They've just been buying it up. That's what they've been doing. And why? Because it's been so much FUD, so much nonsense, and just loads of people not actually reading the reports because their earnings haven't been that bad. So if we look at it, where do I think this thing's going to actually go to? I think it's going to go to 400 and then do a stock split again.
Why do you think it's specifically going to go to 400 and do a stock split? Like, is there any reason for that?
Just to confuse people again.
Say again?
To confuse people.
Oh.
Because people will be like, oh, Coinbase stock's really cheap now. It's not worth buying. Wasn't it 400?
Wait, this is the crazy thing. The Coinbase stock, was that market cap 23 billion? That's low.
Yep. When you compare it to some of the cryptos it's holding, yeah.
That play there, that's a Tesla play, bro. That's what they've been doing. Just chopping down the tree and just telling them, yeah.
The same things happened with Google. Google was at $1,000 and its stock has been, they did a 10-to-1 stock split, and now people are like, oh, Google's cheap, man. It's not really worth it. It's $100. It's like, bro, the market cap hasn't changed. The revenue's going up. So let's just look at Coinbase here as a company. Let's just deep this. yes, the last couple of years have been rocky, but we've been in a bear market. And even though we've been in a bear market, has the company gone bust? Or have they actually been increasing in revenue? Look at this. Yes, they were hitting 2.5, but they've managed to increase slowly but surely over the last couple of quarters. But when we look at it annually, obviously 2021 was the mad year. Cost of goods sold. This is the very important bit. Their operating costs. We can see it's definitely cheaper to run Coinbase than it was 2 years ago. Let's go to the assets. We'll go to the assets. Where's the assets? Oh yeah, balance sheet. Here we go. Here we go. This is what we want to be looking at. Here we go. Look at that little. You show me a company where their assets are growing 566%. You show me, fam. Show me a day. Although, yes, their liabilities have gone by 828% too. So, yeah. I don't know what Brian's doing there, but I don't know what liabilities he's got for 133 billion.
Well, maybe he's writing off taxes.
Let's take a little.
We know companies increase their costs just to look like they're making less profit.
Yeah. But yeah, again, we saw something similar with Tesla before it took off. It had a 2-year window where it was down like this, and then all of a sudden, it just went. The balance sheet just looked very, very, very different, and the income statement looked very, very different. So watch out for this. Because if you look at the net income, what's happening slowly? But underwater, majorly underwater, getting better. So minus 1 billion, minus 500 million, minus 500 million, minus 78 million. So what do we think is going to happen to Coinbase in the next quarter? Do you think it might be in profit? And do you think if it's in profit, all of a sudden, all these institutional investors that are using it themselves can justify to their shareholders why they're getting into it?
I think so.
You know. So yeah, let's go ask some questions to some of the newbies. So we're gonna quickly whiz through. AB11, you've been unmuted.
Yes, this is my new private student. I got my first lesson with him at 10:30. Bell, how you doing, homie?
I'm doing good, man. How's everyone?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. What question have you got, young 18-year-old Padawan?
Question for today would probably be what is, I don't know, probably something to do with blockchain. So in terms of blockchain, I've got no knowledge of blockchain. What homework would I need to do on blockchain to familiarize myself with it?
Number one is understand what it is.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are investing in things not knowing what they are. If you're investing into things not knowing what they are, you're gambling.
Okay.
And a lot of my Muslim brothers say that they aren't doing anything that's haram, but they're moving a bit mad because they're investing in things without knowing what they're investing in, which is gambling. So first of all, you got to understand what even is blockchain. Blockchain is quintessentially a shared database, a shared ledger. It's a book whereby everyone has access to see when someone has changed or edited the book. So you've now got to, once you understand what blockchain is, which I'm sure you'll get some information from Ninja, you then got to ask yourself, which companies and what industries does this apply to that could benefit from it? That's how you make better investments, rather than going, oh yeah, my friend said this crypto is going to go up. that degen life that everybody tries to do and then gets wrecked and has no consistency in their games. At Blockchain Sensei, what we like to teach is we like to teach and show people how to get gains regardless of the market. There has been no point in the last 3 years where there hasn't been something that we've been able to show that's been making 50% gains in a 3-month window. No point. There's always something somewhere, but you just got to know how to look at an actual business. And the fundamentals of business is what? What would you say the fundamental of a business is? What does it need to do?
Need to provide value.
Provide value and make
Money.
So if you're looking into a blockchain project or a crypto project and it doesn't make money,
Yeah, there's no point.
there we
You're not
go.
onto a long-term winner.
You can
Alright,
invest
next.
into something before it's made money, but that's just ridiculously risky for no reason. But yeah, thank you very much. Let's go to Jamar Jonas.
Yes, my guy Ripper. He's on a coach though.
Oh,
So if we can give him 3 seconds.
Nope. I'm gonna ask the question from why doesn't BlackRock buy Coinbase? Because if they bought it, then it would be a monopoly. That's just not the way that BlackRock move. They just don't make their moves that obvious. So yeah, that's why they haven't bought them. But what they'll do is they'll probably get one of their cronies to buy it. So JP Morgan will probably buy it. Because if you've ever looked into who's one of the biggest investors in JP Morgan, you'll be very, very surprised. So anyway, let's go to another person. Who else is new here? I think everyone else we've had before. So let's go. Does anyone have any dying questions before we leave? You can type them in chat or whatever. I think it's been a fire episode of the game.
Best way to accumulate tech stocks. Last one.
Best ways to accumulate tech stocks is look at the top 2 tech stocks by market cap. Number 1. And the number 1 thing that everyone forgets with tech stocks is they have to abide by the network effect. So they have to have the most users, because if you have the most users, you can just add a new service or feature for £1 a month and you make crazy money. So who has the most users? Facebook or Meta. They have what, 2 billion users, 3 billion users? Google, because they have every single Android user and everyone with a YouTube account. Microsoft, because every government and pretty much everybody in the world uses Microsoft Office. Every hospital, every school, every corporate company uses Microsoft. And then what are you looking for is who is putting money into their R&D. If you're a tech company and you're not investing into research and development, well, then you're not a tech company. That's just stupid. That's like saying you're an athlete that doesn't go gym. You're not an athlete. You're just a guy wearing a shirt. So, or a girl wearing a shirt. So, yep. I think that does it for that episode. I think we've put out some crazy game in this episode. Go do your own research into Coinbase stock. This has not been financial advice. All investment comes with risk. And obviously always be prepared to hold for 5 years. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Oh, actually, wait. Before everyone goes, whoever's still here, I just want to play something by our boy Cairo, and I'm going to depart on that. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but hopefully you will be able to. So we've got a new theme tune that's going to get dropped at the start of the next episode, made by our boy Cairo. we're looking for any rappers that want to spit some bars on this beat, and we're gonna release them as NFTs and to our community. We're gonna do loads of stuff with this track. Like, this track is gonna become one of the most valuable tracks on the internet. Period. So
I love it. Your confidence.
nice.
We'll talk about more. We'll talk about more. Yeah, we'll talk about this at the next metaphysical in it on the 6th.
Yep. So I'm gonna play it now. Let me know if you can hear it. Can you hear that?
A little bit. Nah,
Can't hear it.
I can't hear it, bro. I can hear his ad lib, and that's it. We're gonna have to figure a way. We'll figure a way. We'll figure a way. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're nice.